Mary Kay, it's our time for our weekly performance look at Baker Mayfield. What have you seen? Let's throw in the last 3 games because they're weather-wise they're about all the same. What I know it's not fair to judge him on that, but they got to judge him on something. What did you see?
Well, if we're going to talk about all 3, when you look at the Raiders game, that one was a game in which his receivers dropped 5 passes, and they did him no favors in that game whatsoever. I thought he put the ball in the right places in a difficult situation, and I thought he showed some things in that game. The next week, it was so windy that it was really difficult to try to accomplish much of anything in that Texans game. But he did what he had to do. He managed the game well, didn't throw any interceptions, and they won the game. That's what you expect. So that was fine too. This past game, once again, he won the game. He beat the Eagles, and he made some nice throws. He made some really nice throws off play action. He hit Rashard Higgins on a 43-yarder. He hit Kadarrell Hodge off play action on a 42-yarder, and those were clutch passes. So those were good things. Now he had a couple of throws that he would like to have back, and when you only have a few throws in a game, you have to be on point, especially in the red zone. But they got down into the red zone in the first quarter, and he missed 2 very important throws to tight ends in the end zone. 1, he underthrew an open Harrison Bryant, and 2, he far overthrew Austin Hooper. Now he reverts back to some of these old habits where he sails it out of the end zone. How many times did we see him do that last year, where he almost gets too hyped up in the red zone and he overthrows the ball? So maybe he was overcompensating because he underthrew Harrison Bryant, but he's usually so accurate. So it's kind of weird to see him sort of almost lose his accuracy in such clutch moments there. You need your quarterback, your number 1 overall pick, to hit those very important passes to score touchdowns in the end zone. He has not thrown a touchdown or an interception in his last 3 games. So I guess we can just look at the bright side. He has not thrown an interception, and he has won 2 out of those last 3 games.
What is wrong with being a game manager in a situation like that? If you're with a good team, what's wrong with being a game manager?
Well, it's not always going to work for you. You're not always going to be playing a Carson Wentz who is really struggling. You're not always going to be playing Deshaun Watson when he's basically, his wings are clipped because of the wind. You're going to have to be more than a game manager to beat Ben Roethlisberger. You're going to have to be more than a game manager to beat probably Josh Allen or Russell Wilson or Tom Brady or any of the really good quarterbacks in the NFL. You have to be able to go, for the most part, toe-to-toe with those guys, unless they're just going to really try to rely super heavily on their run game. But that is not always going to work. Sometimes you need your quarterback to win the game.